Speaking of women who are making waves, AOC, Ayana, Ilhan, and Rashida, a.k.a. the Squad, are back in the news. Now, you probably know this. Ever since the Democrats took the House, these four women have taken the lead in calling Trump out. And yesterday, the president hit back in the most Trumpy way imaginable.
We're going to go to Washington now, where President Trump has sparked a storm of outrage after a series of racist tweets targeting members of Congress who are women of color.
The president Sunday called out progressive Democrat congresswomen, tweeting, "Why don't they go back and help fix the totally broken and crime-infested places from which they came? Then come back and show us how it is done." Adding, "These places need your help badly. You can't leave fast enough." The congresswomen came from Cincinnati, Detroit, and New York City. Only one of the group, Representative Ilhan Omar, a Somali refugee, was born outside of the U.S.
Wow. You know, I don't know what's worse. The fact that the president thought it's acceptable to say, go back to where you came from, or the fact that he said it to people who are already where they came from. You know, it's almost like in Trump's head, you can't be a person of color and an American, which is strange because he of all people should know that you can be two things at the same time. Yeah, I mean, he's bald and has a full head of hair. It doesn't make sense, but we accept it. But not surprisingly, Mr. Mexicans are rapists doesn't think that he said anything bad.
Does it concern you that many people saw that tweet as racist and that white nationalist groups are finding common cause with you on that point?
It doesn't concern me because many people agree with me. And all I'm saying, they want to leave, they can leave now. It doesn't say leave forever. It says leave if you want.
Okay, I don't know where to begin. First of all, just because many people agree with you doesn't mean you aren't being racist, okay? Imagine if Hitler was like, I know everybody says I'm bad, but have you seen how many people are waving at me in the streets? Yeah, I mean, if I was racist, they would say something, yeah? They would say something, yeah? And I also love how Trump is trying to twist it now. He's like, when I said go back to where you come from, I didn't mean forever. I meant for the weekend. They can come back. They can come back. It's totally normal. He makes it sound like that's what's been dividing America all this time, is that these people aren't racist. We just haven't let them finish their full statements, yeah? Like maybe if we let people finish, they'd say, we don't need your kind around here. We want your kind around here because we appreciate you. So here we are again, my friends. Everyone says this was racist. Trump says it was not. It's hard to know which side is correct. But this sounds like a case for Trevor Noah, racism detective. He's the only person who can help us find out, is Donald Trump racist? Yes, he's racist. And finally, in some viral news, for decades, Americans have wanted to know what secrets are contained within the walls of Area 51. And for decades, the government has said, what's Area 51? But it looks like now the nation's morons have had enough. And they're going to find out for themselves.
For decades, conspiracy theorists have accused the United States military of hiding evidence of little green men and UFOs at the top secret base in the Nevada desert. Now, hundreds of thousands of Facebook users are signing up all the time for an event called Storm Area 51. They can't stop all of us. It's scheduled for September the 20th. The Air Force is warning people that Area 51 is a training range and that the military is ready to defend it.
Okay, I didn't think Area 51 was suspicious until that last part. Yeah, the military's like, guys, it's just an ordinary training range, and if you come near here, we will kill all of you. And it's like, what's there? Now we want to know. And as for this Facebook group, their plan is to storm the military base because they, quote, can't stop all of us. Have you guys never heard of bombs? Huh? Because those things can stop a lot of us at the same time. And let's be clear, 1 million people aren't going to storm Area 51. 1 million people responded on Facebook. Yes, which means 7 people are going to storm Area 51. And like, I don't even know what these people are hoping will happen, you know? Like, what are you gonna do when you get there? You know what would be great? Is if they actually get through the security and then find an alien, and the alien is like, hello, everyone. We're like, oh my God, so you're real? Well, don't worry, buddy. We're gonna get you back to where you came from. He's like, oh wow, where I came from? So racist. So racist.